I am not taking personal readings at this time. Please do not get scammed by people posing as me in the comments section. Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel, Roseology. So today's reading is all about what do you need to focus on. So this is a reading that came to me in my sleep, as well as there was a card that kept popping up in some readings that I was doing for people, my own personal readings, some collective readings that I do on my own without posting them to the channel, as well as when I was looking at the astrological charts and pulling cards with that, this card kept coming up, and the card that I'm talking about is the Two of Swords. And like I said, I kept getting Two of Swords in a lot of collective energy readings, so I wanted to do a quick check-in to see how we can focus our energy on one task at a time. So feel free to definitely be drawn to more than one pile. So we are hearing today from your guides, angels, and ancestors. And so like I said, these are brief messages because I'm just doing a little bit of a check-in. It was just something that I got the feeling to do, and it came with a little bit of urgency. So yeah, I just wanted to get this out to you guys. So without further ado, let's just head straight into the disclaimers and the meditation. So obviously this is a general reading, meaning that it will resonate with who it is meant to resonate with. Tarot does not control or dictate your life. If you hear something that you do not like and think that you are just doomed to that reality, you're not using my readings correctly, because my readings are for confirmation and not answers. So realize that at the end of the day, that your free will and what you do with it determines your outcomes, and not a pick a card reading on YouTube. Please be responsible, be accountable, and use this as a guide to help decipher the messages that your spiritual team has been trying to send you all along. For those of you that want to participate in this meditation, this is a general reading for the collective. So in order for this reading to resonate with you, you have to be synced into the energy of this reading. To help you do that and to help you select a pile with your third eye and not your physical ones, I'm going to be offering a 60-second meditation. Halfway through that meditation, I'm going to be placing crystals for my clairvoyants that like to pick piles with objects on them. And after the clairvoyant pile selection, there will be a clairaudient selection where I play a different tone for each pile, and you can select a pile based off of which tone resonates with you the most. If you're drawn to another pile, that's because there's another message for you in that pile. So if you are ready, get into a relaxed position, become aware of your entire body, starting with your feet and working that awareness up in sections from the feet to the head. Then take a deep breath in through your nose for around 5 seconds, hold that breath for 3 seconds, and then exhale for 6 to 7 seconds. Then ask your guides, spirit, ancestors, the universe, or all of them to connect you to your higher self so you can hear their guidance as to what it is that they want you to focus on. So this is pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. And we'll start that meditation right now. On pile number 1, I believe this is stromatolite. On pile 2 is a dendritic agate. And on pile 3 is citrine. Hopefully that meditation was enough time for you to pick a pile and tap into your own psychic awareness. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, and beautiful spirit for these messages. Now let's see what it is that your guides, angels, and ancestors want you to start focusing on, and I will meet you over at your pile. All right, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So we're going to be starting off with your tarot cards. This card on the left will be showing me what you need to stop focus on, and the card on the right will be showing me what your guides want you to start focusing on. So let's get started. Oh yeah, and then we're going to be shuffling some additional oracle cards on camera after I look at your tarot cards. So let's just get started. Very first card that we have here is the Emperor in reverse. Okay, pile 1. So this came through so clearly. I feel like this is a guide of yours, but the message here is to stop focusing on your failures and to also stop focusing on what sort of pinnacles you have not reached in your life yet because you're this age or that age. It's that simple. Stop focusing on where you could have done better or have been better. That's the crux of life, is that we don't always know better until after the fact. And I don't know why, but a guide here is highlighting a specific thing that you do after conversations is you'll replay the talk over and over again, kind of detailing the places where you should have said this or should have said that instead. And there's just way too much attention on where you could do and be better. In other words, pile 1, you are way harder on yourself than you need to be. There's also the message coming through that when you think that you are being talked about negatively, you're not most of the time. People are actually admiring you, in fact. And there seems to be some social anxiety here. And your guides are highlighting the fact that a lot of what you think people are thinking of you is anxiety, and it's just simply not true. It's fabrication that is conjured up in your head, but this guide really wants you to stop doing this because you have a powerful presence to you that you could harness if you worked on this anxiety, especially if you enlisted a professional to help you, because you are not as awkward as you think you are, pile 1, and you're not a failure. No matter how much you focus on the failures in your life and places that you could have done better and been better, you're not actually a failure, and it's like you have to work very, very hard to stay stuck to that narrative. And there's a reason that you have to work so hard to convince yourself that you aren't doing as good as you should be doing every single day, because it's actually a fabrication. It's not true. So actually, let's look at here what you need to focus on. And we've got the Hangman in reverse. Yeah, he's definitely in reverse. Couldn't tell at first. Okay. That's funny. So they want you to be like a bubble where you stop analyzing, trying to figure out what other people are thinking and feeling. They want you to analyze. They really want you to analyze your own energy and patterns, because they want you to focus your energy on breaking these habits that are impressing upon your mental health, pile 1. With this Hangman in reverse, this is letting me know that you are pretty aware of some of these patterns that you have, and some of these thought patterns that you use to almost beat up on yourself. And it's interesting because it's like you're aware of these thought patterns that you have and you beat up yourself. It's like you beat yourself up for not breaking the habits too. So you're aware of the patterns, and then you're also hard on yourself because you're not breaking those same patterns that you're aware of. It's just like no matter what you do, I'm pretty sure most of my pile 1s have seen this. There's a lot of cards. I'm going to keep shuffling. I'm pretty sure a lot of my pile 1s have already kind of seen this sort of, this habit that you have. The cycle that you get into, where it's like you're looking for the wrong in everything that you do. And it like permeates everything. See, you guys, 2 of Swords is popping up everywhere, every time. It's just everywhere. It's incredible how this card pops up everywhere. Oh, wait, yeah, keep that out. So, yeah, we got this. This is just like you're aware of it. With this 2 of Swords coming out for you, this is telling me that like you're aware of it. You just don't know how to stop it. You're aware of it and you know that you need to stop it. You just really don't know how to. Yeah, see, we got the 7 of Wands that came out in reverse as well. Or the 7 of Wands came out in reverse. 2 of Swords is upright. Yeah, you feel like you're losing a battle to yourself. You feel like you're losing your own battle. High Priestess underneath the deck. You beat yourself up too much. You beat yourself up for not speaking up enough. You beat yourself up for speaking up too much. You get upset with yourself for not trying hard enough, or you feel guilty about it. And in the moments where you try too hard, you get upset with yourself as well. It's like you're putting yourself on trial for every little thing, pile one. And this is not what your guides want you to practice, because the more that you practice it, the harder of a habit that it is to break. So I see your guides saying that they want you to focus on your mental health and breaking any habits that encourage this self-condemnation, which is the only way that I can think to describe this. Pile one, like, when do you celebrate yourself? When do you compliment yourself? When do you encourage yourself? When do you sing your own praises? That's what your guides want you to focus on right now, pile one. Some of you have a couple of people around you as well that practice these same habits, where they have a little bit of self-negative talk in a sense, and your guides want you to focus on surrounding yourself with people that are almost exactly the opposite from you, that praise themselves and talk and think highly of themselves all the time, because it's going to essentially rub off on you. And if you don't know many people like this, find podcasts, books, articles, anything where people talk about their own journey to self-love, and anywhere where you can physically see improvement. That's where your guides really want you to start spending a lot of time, focusing a lot of your time and energy, because it's going to rub off on you, and you're going to start to pick up those habits as well, because these habits are a little bit, they're kind of environmental. Pile one. All right, pile one, let me clear these clarifiers off. Put those to the side. Now let's see what areas your angels want you to focus on. Okay, so we have here, consult a nutritionist. Okay, so this is another thing coming up for you guys that your angels want you to focus on. It says, Dear Archangel Raphael, I turn my eating over to you and ask you to guide me to foods and beverages that taste good, are fulfilling, and support my ideal health and weight. Okay, let me get two more. So this is just some other places that your guides your angels want you to focus on. Your tarot cards are more so what your guides want you to focus on, and these cards here, what your angels want you to focus on. We also have good night's sleep. This is another thing coming through for you guys, because like I said, there's discomfort here, and this could be another thing that's kind of revving up this anxiety, this social anxiety, maybe like this mental imbalance a little bit, is your food and the amount of rest that you're getting or not getting. And so it says here, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me relax and sleep deeply, for I know that you are guiding, healing, and protecting me while I rest. All right, let's get one more. And then we have here, stay positive, see? No more of the negative self-talk. It says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me be optimistic and take the appropriate action steps that support my health. So another thing that may be sort of like manifesting a couple of like issues for you, like health issues that's coming through, it could be the mental chatter, the negative self-talk. Because, we can also manifest things with our words, the thoughts that we think and the things that we say. And then underneath the deck here, we have leave a stressful situation behind. And it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage and willingness to take good care of myself, including surrounding myself with healthy relationships and positive situations. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get two final messages for you guys. I told you that these would be some brief messages. I wish I could spend more time on them, but I have to leave pretty soon. So let's see what it is that, and these will be your ancestor messages. So let's see what it is that your ancestors want you to focus on. I'm going to get two cards. Okay. And this one is Cupio Dissolvi. So I'll be reading this paragraph out of the book, and then let me get one more. And then we have here Beta of Spirit Wolf. And so I'm going to read both of these paragraphs out of the book. So give me a second. And with Cupio de Salvi, what your ancestors want you to focus on, or the message that they have for you, it says, it is time to let go. Things are working out in their own way. Trust that your heart is wise and is leading you on a soul healing journey and the right spiritual path. Spirit wants to bring you a blessing and a resolution, but you must let go and allow it to happen. Events are unfolding according to a higher plan. Even if your plans are going awry, know that all will come together at the right time and in the best way possible. Surrender your struggle and hold on to your faith. Okay. The struggle that I'm really seeing here for you guys, it seems to be very mental. Like there's a lot of mental noise, a lot of mental chatter. And then we have here Beta of Spirit Wolf, and it says, give yourself enough rest, just like it says good night sleep. It says, only then will you be able to ground yourself enough to cultivate focus and motivation to fulfill your path. Yeah, you'll find a way through any tricky situation as you tune into your instincts and trust your own timing. From times of change and uncertainty comes confidence, love, and resilience. Embrace transition, commit to your tasks, and stay focused but be flexible in your approach. You have the skill to intuitively handle any issue. And pile one, this is all that I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, you guys. All right, and pile number 2, welcome to your reading. So we are going to be starting off with your tarot cards. This card to the left will be showing me what it is that you need to stop focusing on, what your guides want you to stop focusing on, and the card on the right will be showing me what your guides want you to start focusing on. And then I'm going to be pulling some additional oracle cards on camera so we can also hear from your ancestors as well as your angels. So let's get started. So the card that we have on the left here is the Ace of Cups. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. Now, what I'm picking up from this Ace of Cups pile 2 is you being a bit picky, possibly with how someone chooses to express their love to you, possibly being frustrated or unhappy with them because it's not to your liking all the way that they express themselves to you. They want you, your guides want you to stop focusing on how this person differs from you in terms of love or partnership or respect, and they want you to focus on the love, partnership, and respect that is there, that this person is trying to offer you. This is your guide saying that they don't want you to take for granted the love that is being offered in your life. You may have recently gotten into a conversation, maybe even an argument, because I can hear someone saying, if it would have been me, I would have done it this way, or I wouldn't have handled it that way. And your guides really want you to know that the love that is there may look, sound, feel, or be different, but it is just as pure and genuine and high quality as yours. And they are saying to look beyond what is being presented and look at the source of what is being given. They really don't want you to take anything or anyone for granted that you may be overlooking this time, or that you may be feeling like a little like, yeah, see, we've got the 7 of Cups that came out. It's like you could do this differently. Like you could offer me a different cup. You know, you could bring me a different scenario. Why did it have to be that cup? You know, it's like a little bit of, it's just like a disagreement with how, and then the 6 of Wands in reverse came out. It's just like a little bit of a disagreement with how you want to be celebrated, how you want to be honored with the 6 of Wands right here. Underneath the deck, we've got the Page of Wands in reverse. Let's take a look at what your guides want you to start focusing on. And we have here 2 of Swords. Look, see, the 2 of Swords is stalking. It is stalking. This is exactly what inspired this reading. So we have here the 2 of Swords in reverse. And so the 2 of Swords talks all about how we analyze a truth or a scenario and finding ourselves caught and what we are perceiving. So this card in reverse, it wants you to focus on why you are rejecting what is right in front of you, why you read more into gestures and acts of love or compassion, because there's like an underlying wound that could be festering underneath the surface. And for many of you, the 2 of Swords in reverse is speaking to a past situation where you may have been treated similarly, but that person, they weren't trustworthy, or their gifts and gestures came with expectations and really unhealthy attachments. And there's a fear here possibly stemming from the past, from a past similar situation, pile 2, where you're like, I'm not going to get caught up again, you know? Or it's like you want to see your own specific type of gestures and offerings and love language because it makes sense to you, because that's the language that you speak, and it's like you're more comfortable when they're speaking your language. It's like you feel like you can trust it a little bit more or something like that. So like I said, this is possibly stemming from a past similar situation. And this is what your guides want you to focus on, is how to traverse the past with a different perspective of what is happening and being given now. You're being asked to focus on extending yourself, so you have the ability to give someone else the benefit of the doubt and a fair chance at making you happy. So you're not carrying old baggage into new situations, into new partnerships. So you're not carrying old betrayals and hurts from the past, or heartbreaks or disappointments from the past, into a pure and genuine and transparent situation. So you're being asked to focus on extending yourself, so you have the ability to give someone else the benefit of the doubt and a fair chance at making you happy. There is too much that you are trying to calculate, and your guides want you to focus on stopping that, because it's causing confusion in your life, where the people that are genuine and mean well are getting the treatment of those that screwed up before. And they want you to focus on just accepting without wondering why someone is being nice to you, or giving you a compliment, or showering you with love, gifts, and affection. Like they don't want you to look at it and be like, well, what are you doing that for? Are you guilty about something, or something along those lines? They want you to just accept the love for what it is. Okay, let's see what your angels want to say to you, what they want you to focus on. All right, and so we have here Jesus, the divine healer. And it says, "Dear Jesus, thank you for your divine healing power and presence." Yeah, this past situation you may still be healing from, in a sense. And that may be why, look at that. We have laughter is the best medicine. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for reminding me to detach and find the humor and irony within every human drama. And I feel as though this is more so saying just find a way to lighten up your own mood with laughter. Find a way to lighten up your own mood by receiving these gifts and receiving this love. And then we have here inner authority, and it says, "Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for supporting me as I take back my power and listen to my intuition, desires, and feelings." Yeah, so this is about, so Jesus, the divine healer right here, there could be something where it's like, this past situation you're still healing from, and the closer that you get to fully healing that past situation, the more inner authority that's going to come back to you, the more emotional authority is going to come back to you, as you can see here with this Ace of Cups, and the more mental control you'll start to feel as though you have over yourself again, with this Two of Swords right here in reverse. And then underneath the deck we have unconditional joy. Exactly, it sounds just like laughter is the best medicine. And it says, "Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me appreciate everything that makes me happy right now." Exactly. Appreciate the things that make you happy right now. You don't have to guess and wonder if it's true or genuine. You really don't, pile two. And I understand, I've been there, where it's like sometimes you can kind of wonder because you've seen something similar in the past. And it's honestly just our survival mechanisms. It's our coping mechanism that says, hey, this wasn't trustworthy last time. That's just the body reacting naturally. But you have inner authority, pile three. You've got inner authority over your body. You have a way to say, like, yeah, this may look similar, but this is not the same situation. This is not the same person. Okay, we got your two cards pretty fast. So we have here Theta of Venus. And we have Perfume of Sophia. All right, so I'm going to read both of these cards out of the book. So give me a second. Oh, and underneath the deck, we have Epsilon Modulation. I don't know why, but something just told me to read this for you. And Theta of Venus says here, attune yourself to higher consciousness by choosing to access the purest frequencies of love within. Yeah, exactly. Acknowledge lower frequencies such as judgment, fear, doubt, or shame when they arise within or around you. This is exactly what I was talking about in your whole reading. And it says, but do not give them a foothold in your heart. Yeah, you are ready for higher understanding, to see things in a new and a more positive light. It's exactly what we were talking about. It says, allow your inner knowing to guide you on a unique, beautiful, and highly spiritual life path. Exactly. So this is just about you guys being able to receive what is genuine and not tainting something that's genuine with your fear from the past, basically, essentially, is what I got from that. And then here with Perfume of Sophia, it says, you will be able to sense the best timing and approach to take, to create space for healing and resolution. Connect to your body and ground yourself in the here and now with body-friendly practices. You will find your way intuitively and instinctively, even through confusing circumstances where one moment you are sure the answer is no, and the next moment you are sure it is yes. Just like we have this Two of Swords in reverse down here. It says, give up trying to figure out the answer right now and remain open, exactly, with positive but relaxed expectation that clarity shall emerge spontaneously according to divine timing. Just like it says right here, give up trying to figure out the right answer right now and remain open. Give up trying to figure out or trying to detect if someone is scheming or if someone has ulterior motives or something like that. Just accept the love that is being offered to you. With Epsilon modulation, it says, gather your energies and go within to regenerate. Let your actions match your inner rhythms. Rather than trying to force yourself to keep pace with external cues, commit to your own natural timing and pace. As you ground and connect to your center, you will realize your spiritual power to be at cause in any situation of concern. You have such goodness and light within you. Let go of shaming or blaming. Exactly. Embrace the spiritual beauty within. This is a beautiful, very cohesive reading, pile 2. This is just all about you, not, like I said, not tainting genuine, pure love with fears and insecurities from the past. So that way you can open yourself up to this Ace of Cups moment and be fully ready to receive someone else's love, someone else's offering of love or offering of compassion and affection and love. And this is really what your guides, angels, and ancestors want you to start focusing on. So pile 2, thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon. And until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye, guys. All right, and pile number 3, welcome to your reading. So we are going to be starting off with your tarot cards. This card on the left will be showing me what your guides want you to stop focusing on. This card on the right will be showing me what your guides want you to start focusing on. Then I'm going to be pulling some additional oracle cards on camera. A couple of those messages will be from your angels, and the other messages will be from your ancestors. So let's get started. Very first card that we have here is the Queen of Cups. Okay, so this is what they want you to stop focusing on. I'm going to try to keep these messages as brief as possible, but you guys know me. So pile 3, your guides want you to stop focusing your compassionate, mothering, nurturing energy onto the wrong person. It feels like it's just one person here, but they're saying that they want you to hold on to it for yourself. As you can see with this Queen of Cups right here, she is holding on to this closed chalice, right? And she's looking at us like, you can't get in there, like you wish you could, you know, like you got to be really special in order to get into this chalice, in order to be able to hold or drink from this chalice. And for some reason, your guides are advising you to pull back, possibly to hold back. And I just heard hold back on falling in love. I don't know what that means. Okay, I gotta shuffle a clarifier. I didn't want to have to do it. I didn't want to do it, but I have to. Hold back on falling in love. This is interesting. Hangman in reverse came out. He's been coming out in reverse a lot. We also have the Moon in reverse. So this is just not seeing things clearly. Knight of Swords in reverse, rushing into the wrong. Okay, this is not seeing things clearly and rushing ahead. Okay, so this is not seeing your own self clearly, your own values clearly, possibly. Not seeing the other things that are valuable. This is almost like placing importance on the wrong thing or the wrong person, and thinking that something over here is really valuable when it's not. It's that thing over there that you're neglecting or that you're not looking after right now. So this is just kind of about rushing into a situation that you're not seeing very clearly just yet. And some of you may need distance to think a little bit clearer or to see things a little bit clearer. Some of you may be going through a little bit of a breakup right now. Taking a break from your partner, your relationship, a separation, could be something as serious as a divorce. And that may be why the message came through to hold back on falling in love. That could be a message. If you have asked your guides recently, am I ready for a relationship? Am I ready to fall in love? Is my heart ready to open up again? That may have been a message for you specifically, for those of you specifically that have been asking your guides and really talking to God and being like, I don't know if I'm ready to commit just yet. You know, there could be somebody that has come into your life that is very serious about you. Maybe they're pursuing you, but you're just not feeling that same energy towards them. And this is all about your intuition, because the Queen of Cups is highly intuitive. She's the most intuitive queen in the deck besides the High Priestess, but she's not even a queen. She's not even a human. And so, but the Queen of Cups, she is the most sensitive, the most intuitive queen in the tarot. And so if there is somebody, let's just go back to that example, that is pursuing you, you already know intuitively that, like, I'm not really feeling it. Like, yeah, maybe you're nice, but I'm not really feeling it, right? So this is all about you following that intuitive feeling that says, hold back a little bit. Wait a little bit, you know, give it a little more time. Pause a little bit, move a little more slowly. And so if you've been getting any sort of those feelings, any sort of those directions, any sort of that guidance, intuitive guidance, it's really important to listen to that, because there's a very specific reason. There's something that isn't being seen as clearly here, and getting a little bit of distance can help really put things into perspective, for sure. So, yeah, this is more so like, don't rush too quickly into this, and don't give it all away just yet. Hold some of it back. And so your guides want you to stop focusing solely on what you can do for this other person, because you're getting left out of your own equation, or they want you to focus on this intuitive feeling of like, I need to slow down. I'm not ready for this. They really want you to focus on that. Okay, and let's see. Yeah, well, let's look at the card that they want you, the energy that they want you to start focusing on. And we have here the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. See, this is, they want you to take something back that's valuable that you gave to someone else. And I don't think that this is like, they're saying like just walk into someone's home that you let borrow something of yours and just take it back. Like, I don't think they're saying it like that. And I don't think they mean it that literally. Intuitively, what I'm picking up from them is they want you to start focusing less on what you can do for other people. And you see how these two people in the Six of Pentacles, this is in reverse, but do you see how they're like grabbing at him almost? They're almost grabbing at him. When you are not prepared to be in the position to give, it can seem daunting to take on that job of providing for other people. And, something needs more work than what it is appearing to need right now, pile one. If this is a relationship, then this could be a person that you've just recently met, or that you've just recently started dating or talking to, and they seem very well put together, but they may have some sort of underlying issues that they really need to address. This person may not be ready for the serious level of commitment that they are saying that they're ready for. If this is a job, this could be like a job that is, if they have just recently approached you, if anything seems too good to be true right now, and I hate saying that, but if anything seems too good to be true, this is something I never say, but if it seems that way, it's really important for you to listen to your intuition, because there's something underlying that has not been made clear just yet. So, like I said, when you are not prepared to be in the position to give, it can seem daunting to take on the job of providing for other people. So they're saying they want you to wait before you volunteer or show up for someone else, because they are saying that you are not in the position to give as much as this person needs just yet, or you're not in the position to take on a job or a career that needs you to do this, and this, you know, because maybe you weren't trained to do all of these different things. But this is just an example, but it's like, you know, let's just say that this job approaches you for this job opportunity, and you're like, okay, it seems great, but you know, I'm not used to being a manager, or I'm not used to dealing with sales, or I'm not used to dealing with the customer service. And it's like, let's say you take that job on, it's like there's a front that they're not revealing just yet. And so they may be saying that your position is one thing, but once you take on the job, they like give you all these other positions. And it's like, I didn't want to do all these other things. So this is about kind of slowing down a little bit and allowing the situation to reveal itself for what it actually is. And, you know, this could be your time that they want you to be careful with as well, that your guides are talking about. It could be your money. It could be your advice, even you extending advice to someone that is coming up to you and saying that they need help, or they want to know how to do this, or they want to know how to do that. This is about being very careful about just kind of being there when someone shows up and says, hey, I need something, or hey, do you want this? And not being so quick to jump at it. They really want you to hold tightly onto that sort of advice. So let's see, let's get some cards here from your angels, some messages from your angels really quickly. Okay, you guys, let's get some messages from your angels. So we have here massage. It says, Dear Archangel Raphael, please help me know that I deserve to receive massages and other self-care treatments. And then we have here sobriety. And it says, Dear God and Archangel Raphael, thank you for adjusting my cravings in healthful directions so that I only desire life-affirming foods and beverages. Yeah, somebody may be, like, let's just say, for example, that you just met someone, because that was actually an example that came through for me when I was talking about that example a few minutes ago. And I said, it's like they approach you as though this person is very well put together, but they have some underlying issues that they really need to deal with and address. And one of the examples that came to me was a 12-step program about how people aren't supposed to date for like the first year of that program or something like that, I think. I'm not exactly sure. Don't quote me on that, but that was just an example that came to me when I was looking at your two cards down here, and then sobriety popped up. So this could be alluding to someone that you have just maybe recently met. Maybe you guys are kind of hitting things off, but they do have a couple of things that they need to heal or address first before getting into a serious situation with you. And then look, it says, leave a stressful situation behind. And it says, Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for giving me the courage and willingness to take good care of myself, including surrounding myself with healthy relationships and positive situations. This is exactly what I'm talking about, that your angels really want to let you know. And then underneath the deck, it says, give us your cares. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, I am willing to release any fears to you. Please allow me to completely let go so that you can fully guide me in this situation. Yeah, pray to your angels and ask them to help sort of guide you in the situation, so you know when's the right time to say yes and when's the right time to say no. Because that is just, that's wisdom right there. When you know when's the right time to say yes and when's the right time to say no. Let's see, let's get some final messages here from your ancestors. Very first one that we have is Yogini of 285 Hertz. And let me get one more. Okay, that one went flying, but we have here Shaktipat of Seahorse. And so I'm going to read both of the paragraphs for these cards out of the book, so just give me a second. Yogini of 285 Hertz says, changes in your life, including closing doors or missed opportunities, are not going to derail your fulfillment. Realignments are happening based on divine wisdom and timing, so you guys may be realigned. This may be why your guides are advising you to sort of slow down right now. It says you're being diverted from unnecessary obstacles and suffering. This is exactly what I was talking about. Something has not completely revealed itself to you in this situation, and this is why they want you to pump the brakes a little bit. It says, trust in how your life path is unfolding. Stay true to your authentic healing journey because it is working, whether you realize that or not. Significant inner healing is taking place. And then, oh yeah, and then underneath the deck for you guys, we have Salve Polluti of 741 Hertz. I forgot to tell you guys what was underneath the deck. Okay, and it says Shaktipat of Seahorse says, as you embrace your inner essence, you will be at peace with who you are, including your vulnerability, and no longer see the need to conform to social ideals which have no true resonance for your heart. You are encouraged to trust your intuitive recognition of which environments and relationships harmonize well with you, supporting your spiritual growth and well-being on all levels. You have the innate capacity to manifest. Relax, and you shall attract all that you need. Yep. This is definitely about relaxing. Even your angels gave you the card massage right here. And then I'm going to read the card that was underneath the deck for you guys as well, the paragraph for that one. And this is the Solve Polluti 741 Hertz. And I'll put this right here. And it says, tune into your heart and you will be able to find your way through any negative or toxic situation. Engage in self-healing and space clearing. Commit to regular practices that help you connect to your inner light. Your light shall not be overcome by any darkness or negativity. Take time to clean your heart and mind of negativity by focusing on the divine beings that bring joy to your heart. It is appropriate for you to desire your own personal and sacred space and access it daily, just like we were talking about in your reading. So this is all about you guys just sort of slowing down a little bit so you can clearly hear your intuitive voice and be guided as to when to say yes, when to say no, when's the right time to do this and when's the right time to do that, so you can avoid any sort of unnecessary drama or obstacles. Okay, pile 3, but this is all that I'm seeing for you guys. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. Let me take this time to thank your guides, my guides, our higher self, amazing spirit, for these messages. Hopefully you all come back to visit sometime soon, and until next time, stay safe, healthy, blessed, and keep conquering the world. Bye guys.